Hello everyone, it's your girl Mercy Chinwo Blessed. First, I want to say thanks to every one of you for your immense love and support. I never believed the day would come where I would sit here to share my story. For the sake of the body of Christ, I thought to bring some clarity to a lot of misleading news out there online about the Mercy Chinwo brand. A man said I sued him, came online, made videos to tarnish my image. He looked at me and said, I made you who you are and I will destroy you. I became scared of my life. It got to a point where I had to move from Lagos to Port Harcourt because this man made the environment toxic for me. I've endured bullying, I've endured threats. Whatever he's doing on social media now is nothing compared to what I went through. This is not to paint him bad. He took me to court, came online to tell the public that I took him to court. Here are the documents. You took myself and Minister Judy K to court. And you're here playing the victim game. You bullied me, you threatened my life, you said you made me who I am and that you would destroy me. When you were the same person, how many lawyers have you changed now? Because you said you're going to deal with me, you have connections, you have money. What did I do? What have I done to you? I took you as a father. I was once your backup singer. I served you diligently. We signed a management contract in 2017. As we progressed, you tried to convince me to sign a 12-year contract, which I said no. Since then, you started acting funny, always toxic because I did not extend the contract. Immediately after my contract, I discovered you forged a new contract. Please tell the world what happened to the 2017 and the 2019 contract. You seized my royalties for 2 years. You're a bully. You're an oppressor. One of my major crimes was when I did a song with Pastor Nathaniel Bassey. Because this man hates Pastor Nathaniel Bassey, you went as far as sponsoring fake news about an innocent child, my son, and you said my son was not my son. And you paid bloggers because you hate Pastor Jerry Eze. You won't want me to go for his events. The people you fight, I must fight them with you. And when I ask you questions, why don't you like them? You start harassing me because he had threatened me countlessly. You said you made me who I am and you have the power to destroy me. You are not God and you cannot destroy me. You have bloggers. I have God. The worst you can do is what you are doing. Like I said, what I went through working with you is nothing compared to what you are doing. You have bloggers. I have God. And I know that God will not let your plan come to pass. For his thoughts for me, they are of good and not of evil.
Okay, so this is the point that some of us didn't want this issue to get into, right? All the counsels and advice and intervention was such that we don't get this messy in public. Because I know how bad it is when people that have kept quiet for a long time. You know, the advantage of the secular world is that they're permitted to have some conversations, some mood swings, and they write a few things, do encrypted messages, do cryptic thoughts, and speak a few friends, drink off on neighbor. You see, for those of us in the Christian faith, we are not permitted with all of this. We are expected to be comforted and comforted. There is an expectation. And so for Mercy, even the music video she did after leaving the record label was interpreted as so much. And then I've read a lot of things. Like I said in my previous conversation about this issue, I don't know Mercy so well, even if I met her a few times, but I know Judy K. And I know what that lady stands for. And I say that with all humility. God has helped her. I know what she stands for. Judy K has communicated a few things to me, and then at her level, you expect that she will throw caution to the wind and do whatever to sustain whatever platforms she has. But then she still has a lot of restrictions and limitations. There are things she cannot do. There are things she cannot say. There are altars she cannot climb. There are people she cannot associate with because she wants to maintain her relationship. So because of that, I could trust her value system and principles. And so when this matter came up and Judy was in the picture, I knew that whatever Judy says, it doesn't mean that Judy is perfect. But I said in dealing with certain aspects of the kingdom, Judy will stand for the kingdom than anything else. So I know that. So for Mercy has also proven over years. Mercy has brought light to the kingdom. I appreciate what EZT record has done, the label. But Mercy has been a huge blessing to the kingdom of God, has been a huge impact, has inspired a lot of people. She's brought light, she's brought laughter, smile, joy, she's brought restoration, and it's not something to say, shut up a mouth and go to hell. It's not possible, right? So I think this matter should be resolved, but it's getting messier. And in this last video, like you watched now, Messi is mentioning names of people that the guy has in, and then it's very possible. I wish we don't go here, because the next thing I'm going to see now is the team mentioning the names of people that Messi had gossiped or backbite or said that, because EZT had that video, and I didn't like the taste of that video where they went to court and then it was so. Of course, everybody cannot be accusing you of the same thing, and it's possible to say it's a lie. That is a statutory. That is something that is almost inevitable. Two persons of the same label, because again, there is a likelihood that label bosses can be overbearing, can be unruly, can be very greedy at times. And I understand how some of these things work, because the metrics where this money are coming from, they are in your own systems, they are cooperated by you, and then it is what you let out that people can see, and then it's possible that once or twice they are going to. So I think this Easy should listen to the voice of reason, and then let's see how this can settle. In Mercy's public statement before this video, she has said that she's accepted for all forms of conciliation that has been suggested by several fathers and several other persons, lawyers, and sometimes. But Easy has always gone behind to go against it. Judy said that the reconciliation was very clear, and she said, let us audit the record. If you insist that all the monies you have paid for streams are the monies you have paid, let's audit it. So it's a very dicey and crazy situation. I personally wish that we don't get here. As a kingdom person, we shouldn't, because I want to encourage a lot more kingdom investors into talent ministries, gospel music, comedy, content creation, whatever it is that we can do to continue to help church people, church boys and church girls, to get to the light and get stable. Not all this peanut that they get from general overseers, and then with all of this drama that comes with it, right? Court-like situation in churches. However, so I'm interested in seeing that this matter is resolved. There is no gain it is going to be, but Mercy's hard work should be rewarded. So anybody that wants to go, and the law is available for you to contest. While this matter is in court, we must learn to keep our heads low and focus, because this is distracting, this is distractive, and this is wrong. This is not the Jesus idea for things like this. People can have relationships and formal engagement and still separate, and let the name of the Lord be praised. Obviously, there were a few things that needs to be corrected, and I will not blame anybody going anyway, but I think we should keep our heads low. I insist that if you have messages here, this should be the last of the videos, right? Let's go into the call. But if Mercy needs to explain, because I according to her now, her name is being soiled. The video that Easy did was quite very distasteful, and if you don't listen to Mercy and you take up that video, you may write off Mercy Chinwo and say that, oh, she's a bad person. Especially for the part that there's a disposition she carried, but Mercy is quite very humble. There's a disposition she carried that makes you feel like, yeah, she go fit. No Nigerians, the way you are be, you go fit do one. That's how bad, that's how judgmental we are. And the way they sing, they say, hey, don't you love me? That's how bad. Nobody wants to listen, and I don't blame her. There's a kingdom thing. It's not like the secular world where the more deeper, the more wider you go, the more your business. But if you allow narratives like this to sit on your brand, it could affect relationships, it could affect people, it could affect authors, it could affect platforms. And so she has to do the best. This is a kingdom thing, so removing your name from being wrongly judged is okay. But while this is happening, let's keep our head low. I don't want this to mess this up, because the more we go, the next is going to see Easy responding. Mercy drops part 2, drops part 3, Judy drops next video, and then all of these are distractive. I wish as Christians should do things better. If Don Jazzy has had labor for years and people working and work out and they have good time, all of that, no. So why can't we? That's my problem sometimes. All these things we say, Christians will go to church, we speak in tongues. When it is time for us to show leading example, we will mess things up. And it's always a challenge. This is the time to show people how to do it right. Jesus Christ said, in Matthew 5:16, that let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify Father. Let your light so shine. We are supposed to be shining lights, like salt of the earth, like lights, like a city on the hill. They talk now, they'll say the behavior that mean a son. This is the problem we talk about. Do you know Jesus? You know the Jesus? I bet Sister Mercy not cry again. And I'm sorry. Let's calm down, calm down. Bring your chest down. Bring your chest down. Do the cams. Do the cams. You'll be fine. Easy. Go pay the money man not first for you. That do video. If I not ever do any video again. Easy T. Not ever do any video again. And settle these people. I beg. Don't be greedy.